Here's points after race 5. Ferret won at Chicagoland and jumped straight to the points lead, still with an average finishing position in the single digits. Kenyon tied with him in top 10 so far this season, second in points. I'm in third, very consistent, even though I haven't even seen myself this entire season do anything. Asipted drops 5 spots. See what wrecking early in the season can do? Drops to 6th in the standings. Also, Joey MJ1 drops to 10th, drops 8 positions. Wrecking early in the season is costly due to how bunched up everyone still is in points. As you can see where you are here, let's get to race 6 at Michigan. But real quick, remember this wreck at Chicagoland. Javier turns Joey MJ1 back in the traffic. Chingon hits the wall. Joey MJ1 goes on his side. Well, watch what happens to Chingon. Gets hit by Chris Buescher. And then here comes Derek Cope way late into the accident. Super late. I don't know what he was doing. He came into the accident way late. Well, turns out that ended up injuring Chingon in the 11. He confirmed to himself on Discord he was going to be out for this race and this race only. So pray for him, and we will miss having him on the track. And he will be replaced simply by Denny Hamlin. And Derek Cope, not injured, but was not cleared to race Michigan here for race 6 due to the unsafe actions from this accident. He was going to be replaced by Reed Sorensen, but Reed Sorensen didn't even make the race. So, no 55 this race and no Chingon. But we will be excited to see them both back for race 7. As, yep, our first injury of the season. Let's see if we get more. That is all I wanted to show. Now let's get to qualifying and all that stuff. As here we go, in row 1 we got Kenyon and Florpole. Row 2, Ferret and Butler, 2 pairs of winners. And in row 3 we got Devil Kitty and Athon. Row 4, myself and Chasey Man 7. And in row 5, Ross Chastain Fanboy and Unknown.png. Layla, starting 15th this race, a new driver will be replacing the old driver of the 31 because he left the server. So Layla will be in for every race on. As you can see where you are qualifying here for this 32-lap race at Michigan. Denny Hamlin, the replacement, will be starting 33rd and making his first start of the season, Jeffrey Earnhardt, in 36th.
Drivers, start your engine!
Alright, we are ready to go. Kenyon and Florpole on the inside, or on the front row. I make so many mistakes, but I don't even care usually. Alright. I'm going to see a lot of fanning out already. I know it just from doing testing at this track. Green flag is in the air. There's the fanning out. Let's go racing. Whoa, someone already retired for a gearbox. Already? Whoa, this is not good. You should not be racing like this. This is not the type of feel that you want because we already saw in lap 1, cars were already hitting the wall. Don't want to be racing like this. Oh boy. Ooh, this better calm down because trust me, they will not be able to race like this. Oh, Chasey Man has an issue. Wait, does he? Yeah, he has an issue, I think. Was he our gearbox issue? What in the world just happened? Okay, it faked all of us out. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe just checking up due to all this? I mean, it's a restart, so it does make sense, but racing like this is not good because we saw what happened. Yup, cars are hitting the wall. They gotta be careful here. What are we doing? This did not happen in testing. This did not happen in testing. Oh, it's happening again! I think it's because of how low these guys are getting on the racetrack because of them hitting the wall. They're doing this to themselves. They better calm down here. They're doing this to themselves. This ain't any issue. This is just them doing this to themselves. And look at the new faces that we already have at the front. Now, if you're these guys right now, after literally just dealing with what just happened, pack is not going to be grouped up for a little bit. Try and possibly calm down here and get into a little bit of a groove here, because we do not want to be racing 3 and 4 wide already. That's just not what you want here. Did someone actually retire for a gearbox? Yes, it was Eric Amarola. He retired for a gearbox before the race even started. I don't even know if he completed a lap. I think he did. Devil Kitty holding the lead is just like... Oh, wait, no, I don't think I mentioned it, but the high side is actually... The high side benefits. The high side benefits quite a bit. But here's the thing, though. You could still pass on the inside. It's not like one of those tracks where it's impossible to pass on the inside. You can still pass on the inside. It's just the high side is definitely the preferred groove here. So if you want to be in the lead here, you got to hope that you're running the high side. But... doesn't change from the fact that guys do tend to usually get loose on the high side as well when you're the leader, and that could cause someone new to try and take the lead away. Because right here, lap race 2022, sometimes, see, like right there, you can see a little bit of a checkup. He can go up and clear. That is exactly what he's going to do. New leader, laps race 2022, making his second start of the season. Oh yeah, you're just commonly seeing here off the corner, not as much as they were doing earlier in the first few laps, but you could see sometimes when you run a little too high, you could see them hitting the wall. Now they're getting all grouped up again. I mean, this is Michigan, and honestly, it's NR2003. You can't help it sometimes. We're not just saying fanboys in the wall. You just can't help it sometimes. This is just how they race a lot. This is just how they race. Can't really control it. I mean, I can mess with the I&I, but I don't want to ruin anything, so I just leave it. Liam trying to take the lead. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it. Here comes the high side with the surge. He's going to hold the lead for now. I don't know what. Is that Joey MJ1? That was someone. Could have also been Dylan Svek 37. And watch High Noob here. This is, yep, there he goes. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so yeah, pretty much what ends up happening here, someone hits the wall, someone checks up like they're supposed to avoid a wreck. Look at how much it slowed up these guys. So that's the cause for this. So you gotta be careful here. Try not to end up slowing anyone, and look at where Kenyon has ended up in the 14. Ended up mid-pack after just, that was all from lap 1 and lap 2. Just that massive skirmish early in the race. I'm in the wall there. Okay. Ooh, one of these wall banks are going to cause an accident. One of them's going to cause an accident. And I know it's going to cause an accident. Every race this season, we've had some sort of caution for accident. And from how we're racing right now, it seems it's going to happen again. And it may be a big one. 3 wide for the lead. Who's going to benefit from this? Probably unknown.png. Raven, though, he can't grab the lead. He goes low enough, pulls up. Yep, look at that. Gets a good run off the corner. Raven to the lead in the 41. That's going to be how this race is going to be, it seems. You can hold the lead on the high side, but then you just got to make sure that no one gets too good of an entry, because the low side gets better entry, but the high side gets better exit. But if the inside gets good enough entry, then they'll just end up clearing. 4 wide. No, not PNG. Yep, right there into the wall. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Well, that actually makes this race interesting. It adds some spice to this race, knowing that you gotta avoid that wall, or else you're just gonna drift back. As we've seen so far, it may not cause a wreck right away, but it's going to cause some stack ups. It's like you can see right now off the corner. There it is right here. This is the best view for it. No one hit the wall big enough to really bump down the racetrack. You can see it is definitely something that's going to happen. Laps race 2022 attacking our leader again. He just lost the lead. Give it right back to him. Man, he just got here. This is his second race. He just got here, and he's already looking like someone that is a threat. But This is also something that we are going to see. These guys are new. We have, of course, Layla entering first race of the season. And then who else entered? It was Small Potato last race. Laps Reach 2022. And then there were a few others. Shadow signed up Texas. So some new drivers that were not here for race 1 and race 2, because I don't think there were anyone new from Vegas. I think Vegas was all the same drivers. I think it was race 3 when there was a new sign up. So these new drivers that have signed up, they got to take advantage of this, because again, their race is behind. Also, catching left cars, that's going to be very fun. These guys are new, so they gotta really, they gotta get some good finishes. They gotta knock in some good finishes, because any mess up, and they're gonna be in a bad spot. just like that, hitting the wall is your worst nightmare. Raven was 12th at the end of the lap, now battling way back here. And honestly, it's hard to recover from that. Oh boy, let's do it. Lapped cars have been a problem all season when it just comes to messing up the order of the field. Now we're side by side. They've been side by side the entire race. Occasionally I would go to them. They were side by side the entire race. Oh boy! Welcome to Talladega. Talladega's not till later in the season, but they're just showing us what it's like. Don't worry, guys. They're just showing us what Talladega's gonna look like. It's just like a little preview, totally. Oh my god! Oh boy, they are not moving. They are not moving. Well, that's not the smartest thing to do. Yeah, that is not smart at all. You should probably move out of the way. That would be the most requested thing to do, especially if you're these guys that were literally just battling for the lead and now are having to deal with the 66 not moving at all. The 33 moved, but the 66 just did not move. The 66 just did not move at all. 66 just refused to move. He just let it happen. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know why he just did not move. And now he's pitting. Okay, yeah, your punishment for not letting everyone go is for pitting. Yep. He actually probably deserves it, honestly. Oh boy, this is a decent group of cars. I don't think they're gonna catch them though. Now, oops, sorry, my dog's in the room, so if you hear some noises, I have a dog in the room. Kenyon, oh boy, Kenyon just got back up here. Now he's having to deal with it again. Look at these new faces. We haven't seen these guys yet. New faces because we're all the guys that have been up front. Yeah, they're all back here. New faces, meaning new opportunities. These are guys that we haven't really even seen this season. We've seen D. Wilkes and Joey MG1, of course, because they've won. But we haven't seen much of Javier, other than when he's wrecking. But we haven't seen Leo the 48th Hokage that much, because he's been wrecking a lot. You should see where he is in points. He's been wrecking a lot. He's had a troubling season so far. Asipted's been up here. Just hasn't gotten that win. So yeah, these guys are definitely drivers that are definitely making their appearance up here, trying to spoil the field, because like a lot of guys that are really high in points, I don't really see them, honestly. Of course, we have our winners that are up here, Asipted, but other than that, a lot of them just got so held up by the 66 and the 33, mainly the 66. He just did not move out of the way at all. It's like he just wanted to cause an accident. Speaking of which, Montana to the wall! Oh my, how? Bro, they've been getting so lucky, honestly. Oh, Drifting Strikers is going to be a really bad entry. Yup, there it is again. Man, all these guys are just trying to catch up after what happened from the left car. And now they are just completely... I'm not going to say they're screwed, but it's going to be a little hard to get back up there. Clocking in some left sled is Javier, but here's Asipted. Oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to clear, though. No, he won't. Small Potatoes all over the place in the middle lane. We've gone caution-free so far. I want to say they won't catch this group, but in all seriousness, I'm not sure. And if they do catch this group, I'm not going to be happy, because we saw what happened when it was just 2 left cars. Imagine 5. Yeah, that would not be fun. So honestly, hoping for a wreck before then, but you can't hope for a wreck. That's just rude. You can't really just hope for a wreck to happen. But if you're accepted, you can hope you can keep this lead here, because he grabbed the lead from Javier and is now battling Quack. Mac is there as well. And look who's coming back. The group, just the pack in general, starting to get back together. Why can't Michigan be like this in real life, honestly? Michigan's a good track this season. I honestly like how Michigan is already this season. Javier up the racetrack. Oh boy, I thought we were going 5 wide. Javier's into the wall. He's gonna drop. Look out. Nearly some contact. The 18 of Leo. Oh boy, yeah, this isn't looking good. Oh, buckle up. This is gonna be tight. Oh, Mac into the wall. Keep it steady. We're not. Layla's around. Pigeon's around. Oh, I'm in it. Athon's involved. And there we go. They couldn't keep it going. Leading the lap. Looks like it's going to be Asipted. Who didn't expect that, honestly. Eventually, it was just going to happen. Just how they were racing. It seemed inevitable. Layla's involved. First start of the season. Athon, he's been wrecked a lot. Wow. Oh, we're plowing into each other. I think we're hitting each other. I think cars are hitting each other under caution. Oh, yeah, they were. Unless the Pigeon already had that damage. Alright, let's go over what happened real quick. Honestly, there ain't really many good views of this accident. But we're going to be looking at Pigeon here. You can see it all starts. See, now this is the bad part. We don't really have many good angles with this. Mac hits the wall, then hits Small Potato, then goes back into the wall, and then it just caused a cluster. Pigeon goes around, and you can see I get hit back there. Alex Bowman ends up going into a car. Shadow gets some damage. Athon goes around, and I definitely got the worst of it. Oh, wow. Wow. Pigeon did not already have that hood damage, so yeah, there was a bit of piling under caution. It's inevitable, though. It always happens. Let's get another view from myself. Sadly, I was one of those guys that got affected by the leapt car. And I was one of the ones involved in this massacre. Just hitting the brakes. And... oh, gets hit by Athon. That's what caused Athon to get involved. Honestly, with what happened in this wreck, more cars were involved than you think, honestly, because a lot of guys got a bit of damage here. Where even is the 24? Did he, like, live through this? The 24 ended up living through the accident. That's crazy. I did not think the 24 was actually going to live through that, honestly. I thought he was involved as well. And then right here, this happens all the time. Oh, whoa, whoa, that's what happened. Okay, that's what happened. That's what happened. Okay, no, okay, luckily, no one really got any, like, big damage from that. No one really got any big damage from that. So I'm pretty sure everyone that was involved in that little scuffle will be fine. Asipted will be leading back to the restart. Well, if you're Layla... oh, and Athon. That's not good for you. Man, Athon, he's been involved in a lot of accidents this season. I feel really bad for him. And Layla making her first start of the season. It's not the way to start it off. By the way, we're coming to the restart right now. Are we calling for a shootout to the end? Around 7 to 8 laps. Shootout to the end. A lot of guys that were not up here early in the race are now up here. Green flag is in the air. Shootout to the end. It did not take long. They're already getting back to a feel of what we were doing earlier. Accepted. He's done so good this season, but just hasn't gotten the win to show for it. Ended up losing some position from the wreck last race at Chicago. Now is in good position, but Liam's gonna clear. Everyone's gonna clear. The top 2 clear. Joey MJ1 ends up getting loose, but clearing is Liam and Small Potato. Burn It Down 49 also trying to peek himself down there. He couldn't. Quack trying to get a run back on the high side. Kenyon's in the top 10, trying to keep his streak going. And from what we're looking at here, no one other than the guys that DNF'd really got that affected when it comes to like where they're running with like the left cars. Most of them are still running with these guys, just not completely on the pace. Let's not go 4 wide again. Kenyon, look out. Okay. Oh, wow. Well, that just screwed over Kenyon there. We're laying this race. We should probably just make it to the end. Oh, high noob off the gas. Didn't go completely down to the apron though like others have, so he may be okay. The new one, Small Potato. She's trying to get herself a win. And then all she needs to do is be in the top 30 in points. She's in the playoffs, but Liam is trying to prevent that. On the high side, Liam is going to hold. 4 wide behind them. We've seen how this goes. Ooh, it's probably best case scenario. Still gonna lose a few positions though. Joey MJ1, accepted. Both drivers that were up in the top 5 in points had issues at Chicagoland. Now they're both having great days here in Michigan. Can they finish it out? Burn It Down 49 trying to get to the lead, but that inside just, I don't know if it's gonna work. Gotta get something here. Burn It Down 49 just has to throw it in and clear. Oh, he's clear. No. Oh, no, he's not. He's sifted. Yes, he is. He's going to clear. Burn It Down 49 clears. Liam even hits the wall. He's going to lose even more positions. Oh, that sucks for Liam. Nearly turns D. Wilkes. Small Potato, though, still in second. Asipted still up here. Small Potato. Where'd she come from? Actually, she's been up here all race. Now just trying to get the job done. 3 to go in Michigan, and we have a big clump of cars. Liam drops all the way back, probably almost outside the top 10. Actually is outside the top 10. Small Potato grabs the lead. Asipted, can he clear in the second? I feel like Asipted is the one to beat if he can get in second. Yes, he is. I don't know, with just the car he's had this season, it seems like he's the one to beat. I just feel like he's the one to beat. But Small Potato is like, you know what? Maybe she could pull down her second race. Her first race went pretty good. She got a respectable finish and is doing fine on points. But Asipted trying to spoil the party. 42 is the underdog in this situation, and Asipted is the one that, if it was a real NASCAR race, no one would want to win. This is like Corey LaJoie and Chase Elliott at Atlanta. Elliott's at Asipted, and Small Potatoes LaJoie. Everyone's rooting for the 42. Because Asipted, he's doing good on points. I mean, of course a win's a win, but Small Potato's the new one. The new girl in the field. And she's coming to 1 to go in Michigan. Oh boy, look at everyone. Oh, here comes D. Wilkes, run on the high side. Oh, Asipted may clear here. Joey MJ1's gonna give a good shove. Asipted clears. Oh, what a push by Joey MJ1. What a shove. Puts Asipted out into the lead on the white flag. This would be still really good finish for Small Potato. Asipted just has to run these final few corners. They're all stacking up behind him. Asipted grabbed the lead. A last lap pass. Asipted wins at Michigan. The last lap pass. D. Wilkes comes home second. Small Potato still with a really good third. She's looking like when she can get some points here, she's going to be in a really good spot. Oh, we're going to wreck. Oh, we're wrecking after the race. Oh, my God. Anger's being taken out after this race. Kenyon is just wrecking there. Kenyon, guess what? 8th place. Top 10 streak is now began. Well, yep, now he's at 2. Raven, who was also involved, finished 19th. That was, don't know what that was really for. That was kind of uncalled for. Man, that was a great race. And the underdog story could not happen. Wow, what a race that was. And it was sure led with a great finish. Joey MJ1, you can see him at the bottom of the screen there. He still finished 5th. Great effort by him. He gave a shove to Asipted on the white flag. And Asipted, he's been the star this season other than Kenyon that has not won yet. And now Asipted has his win. He is locked into the playoffs. I know a lot there might have been rooting for the underdog in her second race of the season, but she still comes home 3rd, and she honestly will probably already be ahead of some guys that have ran every race this season, so making herself known. Asipted is our 6th winner of the season. Still no repeat winners. We almost got one. D. Wilkes finished 2nd. He won at Texas, so we almost got one, but just not able to get it done. What a race, what a finish. Hope you guys all enjoyed race 6 at Michigan. This is supposed to be a road course. Road courses are boring, didn't want to do it. And then there's supposed to be another track, too boring as well, didn't want to do it. But Michigan sure gave us the action that we needed, and Asipted. I know he led a decent amount of laps as well, so great job for him. See you guys next race. Dylan does stuff out. I should probably show you guys the finishing results, actually. Asipted 1. D. Wilkes finished 2nd. Small Potato 3rd. Chasey Man started in the top 10, finished in the top 10. Nice job. Joey MJ1 finished 5th. Leo finished 6th. He's had an awful season. He needed this. 6th place is really going to help. Liam fell back at the end, still gets a top 10. Kenyon, man, there's just nothing stopping him from getting a good finish. He finishes 8th. Unknown.png finishes 9th, and Drifting Strikers with a quiet top 10, as you can see where you finished this race. As now, for real, Dylan does stuff out. Hope you guys enjoyed.